how to use story-based landing pages that capture your prospects' attention by the throat and really put them in, and then after all convert them into buying customers that are going to spend a lot of money with you. This is the topic that I covered at the Fedotoff Mastermind in Miami in January. It's an event where you pay $8,000 to get in, right? So it's a room of high-level e-com entrepreneurs. And I had the pleasure to have a speaking slot around conversion optimization landing pages. And this is the presentation that you're going to see in the video. So I'm breaking down the 6 principles that you need to have in every sales funnel, the 4 main reasons why a prospect is buying, and then I'm also breaking down the complete landing page framework that we use that's based on narrative-based landing pages, right? So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how you liked it in the comment section down below, and then see you in another video soon.
First of all, when I was flying to Miami in the past couple of days, I was thinking about like which introduction can I give, right, to get this talk off. And my mentor told me to not swear on stage or do anything, but holy fucking shit, Alex, this mastermind is next level, bro. Can we give it up for him really quick, guys? So, again, I'm really excited to be here for Normal Mastermind. Good to see a lot of friends again, a lot of people we know from Twitter or somewhere else. It's really good. Alex is always bringing a lot of cool people together. My name is Carl, for those people who don't know me yet. And I will be talking about conversion optimization today, especially about the landing pages that we built during Q4, so you can apply them. For me, my background is in human psychology. So from the age of 16, I just got obsessed with the whole topic. Initially, I wanted to use the understanding of psychology for personal development, right? To be happier, to influence myself, to influence the relationships that I had with other people. And then I got obsessed with like Tony Robbins, with all of these big guys, right? They were preaching NLP, the use of psychology, and I just thought it was so interesting to see how you can use words, how you can use psychology to get a certain outcome, right? And then I also started selling things online. So the first things were Yeezy, Supreme, right? I would buy all of these hype items and then resell them later. And nowadays, I'm the CEO of Accelerated, our conversion optimization agency with a team of 35, 36 people. We work with a lot of really interesting brands. I'm going to share some case studies later. But enough from me. I'm not here about to talk about me the whole time, unfortunately. So here's what you're going to learn today. 3 things. And we're only going to focus on these 3 things. The first chapter is going to be my secret sauce. This is going to be the conversion blueprint that we use to turn prospects into buying customers. The second chapter is all about the 6 principles for high converting sales funnels. And lastly, I'm going to break down the whole landing page, a whole case study that we used that cut down CPAs by 35% for one of our brands during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So, with the whole presentation, my main goal is that you guys can get home, and the girls too, of course, apply this knowledge and increase your ROAS with it, increase your profits with it for cold acquisition, for your paid ads, right? A lot of you are probably familiar with how to optimize the ads, how to optimize the content, how to optimize the creatives, the media buying and everything, right? But we have the second thing, we have the conversion rate on the other hand that we can also improve. We have the average order value that we can boost up, right? And this will also ultimately result in a higher ROAS and higher profits for you. So this is what we're going to focus on now during the next 20-25 minutes. So, chapter number 1, the conversion blueprint. Okay, Harvey's not here yet, unfortunately, but he will confirm the same things. These are the main 4 things where your prospects buy. You have to motivate them, you have to show them the value of your offer, you have to reduce friction in the customer journey, and you have to completely remove the anxiety. These are the 4 main things. Every time that I'm going through a funnel, I analyze an e-commerce store or something, I'm having these 4 in mind, right? And it's not like I invented them or they fell from the sky or something. These are based on thousands of hours of research, right? Psychology research. That was chapter number 1, really quick. The background information for you so you can understand how can I apply this, right? Chapter number 2, the 6 principles for high converting sales funnels. So, background for this, I did a lot of research, and what I found was that a lot of the successful 8- and 9-figure D2C brands have custom sales funnels following the same principles. I've analyzed over 40 brands, 20 of which are our clients, and I found that they were always kind of using the same 6 principles of turning prospects into customers. So I'm going to share them one by one with examples with you. First of all, I want to talk about sales funnels. What is a funnel? Who of you guys is already using a sales funnel and is familiar with it? Give me a quick hand. Okay, we got like 25% of the room. Alex is using them. I know Andrew is. Sweet. So the way that you have to think about a sales funnel is the following. Imagine you have an ad and you push them through a funnel and they don't leave, right? It's not like you have an ad and you push them a collection page and then they can just find a product, explore the store, whatever. It's like pushing them through one funnel. So imagine it as a sales expert that turns a prospect into a customer. So back in the good old days, people would just be outside the store, right? They would talk to you and they would say, hey, come inside, I'm gonna show you the newest product. They would show you the product, they would talk about the benefits, and then at the end of the day, they would take you to the cashier and you would buy it, right? And nowadays, this whole journey is modeled online. So this is the way it goes. Let's talk about the 6 principles now. This is an overview, and afterwards I'm going to show everyone visual examples so you can see them. But just like as a quick overview, we have the 6 principles. First of all, it's really important to have a strong hero section. You need to have an amazing first touch point. It's good to capture the attention in the ad, but then afterwards on the landing page you want to keep the attention, right? You want to give them a reason that they should stay on the page and that they should give you their valuable time and their valuable energy to you. Secondly, you want to have persuasive copywriting. With persuasive copywriting, I mean that you can really hit their pain points, their beliefs, their motives, and desires, and really talk to them, right? I'm talking about really understanding your target audience and the people that are buying from you. Thirdly, you want to build trust, because everybody can make the most outrageous claims, right? It's so easy to talk shit online or to make a crazy claim, but then it's not really backed. Right? Maybe you've tried it on a store before and then it didn't work. It was because they weren't trusting you. If you can build the trust to your target audience, then you can make all of the claims that you want and they will believe those claims, right? Because you've built the trust to them. If a person that I don't know on the street walks up to me and he's like, oh yeah, Carl, I can make you 10K tomorrow. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. But if a friend of mine, like Alex or Sebastian or whoever else comes to me, right, and we have a year-long relationship, and they tell to me, hey, Carl, I have this one amazing idea. I can make you 10 Gs by tomorrow. Then I'll be, of course, Alex, come on. But see, like that's why trust is so important. Fourth one, objection handling. As I said earlier, you have to remove the anxiety, right? So we want to handle the objections that are in the prospect's mind when they think about, would I have buyer's remorse? Maybe the product isn't working. Maybe like all what they say and then the product comes to me and then it's not true, right? So we want to completely handle all of the objections. Fifth one is irresistible offer. Who of you has read Alex Hormozi, $100 Million Offers? Okay, couple people, that's almost 50%, half the room. For those of you who didn't read it yet, please read it. It's amazing. You can build amazing offers based off of it. I'm gonna give you some key facts from it and the key golden nuggets now, but afterwards you should still read it because it's like 200 pages. I cannot like compound this into like one slide, right? And it teaches you really how to build this irresistible offer. And the last one, again, remove the anxiety. We don't want your prospects to have anxiety. We want them to be comfortable, we want them to be convinced and trust you. So, quick overview, now I'm gonna go into detail. First one, strong hero section. Here you can see that I grabbed an example of Pet Lab Co. A lot of you will probably be familiar with Pet Lab Co. Amazing brand, they have beautiful funnels. It's amazing to also go through like the way that they build the advertorials, for example, and reverse engineer it. The way that they build the hero section is they have an amazing value proposition, they have social proof, and they have a call to action. So this is everything that you need in the hero section. With hero section, I mean the first screen that you can see when people land from the ad on the landing page, right, without scrolling. So on the first screen on the phone without scrolling, they can already grasp and understand all of this information. So the value proposition, what I mean by that is that they can understand what is the product about, why should I buy from this company, what can it help me to solve, right? Because mostly with the ad, you can capture their attention, but then they still don't really understand the value, right? And then they click on the call to action to get on a landing page, and now you want to give them the value proposition. Second one, social proof. Social proof is there to build the trust to your audience, right? Because if we have a bang value proposition, we want to have social proof and authority to back the claim up and then build the trust. You can do this, for example, here they took a doctor and they took some Trustpilot reviews. These are working amazing. And then lastly, you also want to have some call to action. This can be something like shop now, explore the collection, or try our new product, right? You want them to take an action, and you're not going to get them to take an action without asking them to get an action, right? So this is the hero section. Welcome, welcome. My man Harvey. Sweet. Okay, second principle. Compelling storytelling and persuasive copy. What I mean by this is, let's read this together. The headline is saying, revealed. Secret device chiropractors and physical therapists use to fix sciatica and back pain problems. This is the persuasive copy that I'm talking about. You don't really understand what it is, but somehow it's like a secret device that fixes all of your problems, right? Then what you can see that you really hit the pain points and show a desired outcome. And still, you don't reveal what the product is, right? You can see the before and after, you can see a big fat red X, and you can see that somehow this woman is sleeping on the side and having back problem issues. And then they introduced a product which looks like a pillow that you can put between the legs, and then you're sleeping better. And now like the back, the spine is all straight, and now you can show the desired outcome. Right? So this is really what you should do. And then we also, again, have the doctor to build the authority and build the trust. And then we also have the press releases, right? So you can see as seen on, and then we have these beautiful publications here. And then also you can see here some, like, again, reviews, social proof, etc. And you can see with the copy, if you read through it, right, and imagine you have back pain problems, and you read through this, like you would want to know what is the secret device that everybody's been preaching about, right? So this gets you engaged, and this gets you to read through it and spend more time and energy on the page. So, third principle, building trust. Again, I talked about this a lot already in the last 5 minutes, how important it is. Let me show you how to do it. This is Hero Cosmetics. For those of you who don't know, they just exited the brand for like, Alex, is it 630 million? Yeah. 630 fucking million dollars. That's even higher than 500 million, which is already high. And the way that they have this page where they build the trust is they are utilizing all of the different factors and aspects that are playing into building trust. So they're using reviews, right? Customer reviews. They're using press releases and brands. They're using magazines, social proof, and then they show the happy customers. So put yourself into the mind of a prospect, right? The girls can do this now, like buying for makeup. And you go there, and you can see they have over 5,000 reviews. You can associate yourself with the customers, with the happy customers. You can see that the TV show and the magazine that you read and watch every single day, they are featuring the product, right? It builds a whole lot of trust. You can take the trust that your target audience already built with the influencers and with those releases and the magazines, and you can just take the trust, basically, right? So that's how you can build it. Fourth one, objection handling. Everybody is familiar with FAQ section. Everybody is familiar with comparison tables, so I'm not going to touch on this too long, but this is a great way to handle objections and also questions that they might have in their mind, right? You can take a quick picture of this. With everything, either way you can take a picture. I'm gonna also make sure that Alex sends out the presentation afterwards because it's a lot of visual examples, and I want to make sure that you can apply it really. But yeah. Fifth one, irresistible offer. These are the golden nuggets that I took from the book, from Alex Hormozi. Again, highly recommend to read it. This is basically how to build an irresistible offer. First of all, you want to have a huge perceived value. This is how all of the gurus are selling their courses, right? They have like, they say, you have a 7-week program. This is valued at like $10,000. You have 10 one-on-one sessions with me. That's valued at like $5,000. I'm gonna give you this ebook. I'm gonna give you this and that and that and that, right? And then they say the whole value of this program is like $20,000. And then they cut it and they say, but you get it for $50 today. And you're like, what the fuck? That's a crazy offer. So you want to have the huge perceived value, and then you want to give them the bargain feeling, right? You want to create the feeling that they're getting it for a bargain, for like a crazy discount today. And then also, of course, make it a no-brainer for them. Make it that they cannot say no to the offer. They shouldn't be able to decline the offer because it's so good. Obviously, this builds on that your prospect actually needs the product, because otherwise you shouldn't really be selling them. But the prospect needs the product, you hit their pain points, and you hit their desired outcome, right? What I've been talking about earlier. And lastly, one thing that you can do is you can also build a guarantee. We don't have the guarantee here, unfortunately, on the page, but guarantee is also a great way. Something that will show on the next slide too, how the Udi did it, is you can give them a guarantee. Something like 30-day money-back guarantee is amazing. Something like, hey, you can buy the product, you can test it for like a month. If you don't like it, just give it back to me. I'm gonna give you the money back, right? No questions asked. That's amazing, because it's a no-brainer, right? You don't have to think about it. You can try the product, test it at home. Another way to remove anxiety is to future-pace the customer. So what they have here is over 1 million happy customers are already wearing the Udi, right? So you future-pace them. Not only do you build trust and show the social proof, you future-pace them on the emotion that they're going to feel once they receive the product. They have the product, they bought the Udi, it ships out to them, they get it, they open it, they wear it, and now they're happy, right? See how they can future-pace it. It's really amazing if you use it correctly. And lastly, also communicate transparently. So what you can see here, free shipping and free returns, you want to talk about this openly. Because in the last steps, this is a screenshot from the checkout process, and the last steps, this is usually where anxiety comes up, right? You think about, if I buy this product, right, will I have buyer's remorse? Will I not like it or something? So you really want to remove the anxiety completely. Lastly, to this chapter, before I end it, major key, you want to have custom sales funnels for each paid media channel. This is what we see the big brands doing. So this is the old way of paid acquisition. Again, I'm not a media buyer. This is just from the CRO perspective. But this is the way that I see it. You spend so much time on figuring out all of these different ads, right? All of the different creators. And then you send all of them to the same page mostly, right? To a collection page, you'd say. But the way that I would view it is based on the funnel, right? Top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. You create the ads, and then behind them you have the different pages, right? You have different landing pages depending on what thought stage are they in, what emotional stage, and how long have they been exposed to the brands. So for example, if they're top of funnel in the awareness stage, you give them an ad that's just talking about the brand, and then for example, you show them a listicle. Here are 5 reasons why everybody loves the Udi. But further down in the funnel, let's say they've seen it for a couple of weeks, they had multiple touch points, you send them an email, they got retargeted on TikTok and everything, then you can send them straight to a product page, right? Make sense, everybody? Sweet. So, now, this is probably going to be the most interesting chapter because it's always great to show examples, right, to get the points across. But I want to show you how you can apply it. So I'm going to just share how we took these 6 principles and applied it to a landing page. With this one, Ben knows this product really well, so he can talk about it too if you have questions. It's underwear for periods, right? It's a period underwear. The main problem that the female company is targeting with that is menstrual hygiene. The objections that the target audience has is the look of it, right, and the hygiene. Doesn't make sense for everybody in the audience. It's like an underwear that you put on during your period, right? And the main anxiety is that it feels like a diaper, that it doesn't look good, right? Imagine, like, why would I use an underwear, right? A regular slip almost, instead of like a tampon or a pad or something else. So they have to remove this anxiety and these objections. When I told my girlfriend that we were working with this brand, she was like, what? I can just wear like regular underwear? That's sus. So I wanted to introduce the company first and the product first before I show you the landing page, because you need to have this in mind, right? Have the product in mind, have the objections in mind, and have the anxiety in mind, because then on the next examples, I'm going to show you how we took it and what we did on the landing page to remove this. So first of all, before I jump into the different sections, this is the bird's eye view. I know it's like really, really small, but again, we will send out the slides and everything so you can look at it in detail. But this is the overview of everything. So these are like all of the different...
Is this like the landing page?
Yeah, this is the whole landing page. So that's like the hero section, 1, 2, 3. Just wanted to give you guys the overview before I jump into it and kind of...
This is the landing page for cold traffic?
So this is the landing page for like the Black Friday Cyber Monday traffic.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So mostly like medium hot traffic. Yeah, sweet. Okay, strong hero section. So what you can see here is that we also have all of the different elements that I've been talking about. So first of all, we say discover the pennies the internet goes crazy about. So again, we use this sense of mystification, right? We kind of introduce the product, right? We say pennies, and then we also say the internet goes crazy about. So you're automatically like, okay, there's a lot of social proof. Everybody seems to be familiar with this product. Why do I not know the product, right? Then we talk about the product. We say, our underwear looks just like your favorite pair of panties. That's how we introduce it. But it absorbs the same amount of liquid as up to 6 tampons would do. Keeps you safe even on your heaviest days. Can't believe that? Just try them out for up to 60 days. Not satisfied? Just get your money back. It's as easy as that. So we give them the whole value proposition of the product, right? All of this is happening in the first section of the page without them having to scroll down. And then also what we do, we build trust with showing these, with showing the social proof and everything, and also the benefits in the announcement bar. So we cover everything in the hero section just to introduce the product to them and make them enticed. So, second one, compelling storytelling. Here we have the product on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, we have all of the copywriting. So it says, the period penny everyone's talking about. 3 reasons why you need one for yourself. And then, right, I don't want to read all of this, but it's basically breaking down the main benefits of it, and then also why it's a great product, right? So it's like bringing the product to the audience so they can understand it. So it has to be persuasive, has to be compelling. Third one, you want to build trust, right? So we have this whole section where we take the pieces from TikTok and break them down, right? Because remember in the hero section we said, the internet goes crazy about this product, and now we show this is why they love us, right? And now they also target different pain points that the audience has. So for example, in Germany, it's a huge trend to be sustainable right now, right? This trend is probably everywhere right now, but this is huge in Germany. So what this is saying in German is also, I don't want to use tampons anymore, that's kind of weird. And they basically talk about how they introduce the product to the market, right? And then how it's sustainable, because you don't have to buy tampons, it's so much more expensive, you have a lot of waste and everything. So it's not only a section where we take like random TikTok videos and show them like why they love the product, you can also again handle objections and build trust and talk about the benefits, right? Same with the testimonials that we have here at the bottom. Sweet, handle objections again. We chose an FAQ section because if we introduce a new product like this, and it's quite a revolutionary product, therefore it's an explanation-heavy product, right? Because not everybody is familiar with period penny. I've also heard it for the first time. I was like crazy. So we have basic question like, what is period underwear? How does it work? How long can you wear it? How do I need to know when I need to change it? And which types of pennies are there? So we have the most basic questions, right? To answer all of them for them. Then, irresistible offer. I'm just kind of pacing through because I got the sign that we don't have that much more time. We have the irresistible offer. This is basically the section where we introduce the product, and we want to sell them on like different packages, right? Because it's only like $39, $40 per penny, and we obviously want to have a higher average order value, so we sell them in packs. We have like the 3, 5, 7 pack, and the way that we do it, you can use the decoy effect. So you put like the one in the middle that you want to sell to them and make this like the most attractive option. Then what you can also do, and this is for those of you who were in New York, this is also what we did there. We pre-selected the option that we want the target audience to go for, right? So I don't pre-select the 3 pack and then I want everybody to go for the 5 pack. I pre-select the 5 pack one for them, right? So this is how to do it, and then also we brought down the pricing for them, and then also bestseller, just to get them to take this offer specifically. Then remove anxiety. Again, remember I told you the main anxiety and the main objection is that when they wear these panties during the period, it's not like sexy underwear, but it feels more like a diaper. So we just have one whole section saying, hey, listen, these are not diapers. We have some crazy technology that doesn't make it feel like a diaper, right? It looks good, you can feel sexy, and it's not a diaper. So we want to remove the anxiety. And what you can see here is the data for the conversion rate and for the CPA. What we did is we didn't just want to push it live, we wanted to test it against a collection page where they ran the traffic beforehand and have a landing page. And then what we did is like not only have one product, but kind of the collection feel, right? So we had like multiple products so they can swipe through it. And what it did was it bumped up conversion by 26% and cut down CPAs by as much as 34%. So that was pretty good. This is for this example, right? Have an overview. Again, I cannot do like 10 different case studies or something. Cash can say that we use these principles, right? So we apply these across all of our brands. It's mostly the same principles. It's mostly the blueprint, right, that I explained earlier. And they have been like really, really successful. So next steps you guys should be taking to boosting your ROAS and profits. Get an understanding of your audience, because only if you have this understanding of your audience, you can understand how can I hit their pain points, what are their motives, why they're buying, what are the main objections for the products, and what are the main anxiety, right? If I wouldn't have all the background knowledge for the pennies, like if I wouldn't have did the customer surveys and read through them and understood that all of these girls were anxious that it feels like a diaper or doesn't look sexy, I couldn't have handled those objections on the landing page, right? So there's like a whole, and Harvey can probably say that too, right? There's a whole huge effort that you have to do before building these landing pages or advertorials, where you really have to put yourself into the mind and psychology of the prospect. Then what you want to do, motivate, show value, reduce friction, and remove anxiety, right? You can always have them in the mind while you're building these pages and while you're optimizing. Again, create an irresistible offer, but I don't have to tell you that. You guys are already doing that. And then mostly building custom sales funnels, using landing pages. Harvey's going to share some advertorials, so please use them too. And then follow the framework of this presentation to, again, get your conversion rate up, get your average order value up. So, again, thank you so much for your attention. It was really great to finally be on stage again for the first time of the year. And if you have any questions...
Caro, just look, there's no stage.
Come on, bro. Look at this.
Good stuff, guys.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff, Carol.